What's up, everybody? It's Shadowravengaming, and I apologize for not doing gaming question of the day for about 3-4 days. I've been extremely busy and pretty much lazy, so been playing a pretty good bit of games recently. Been reading a lot, been drawing a lot. Drawing's taken up pretty much like 3 days so far, just continuously drawing. So that's pretty much what I've been doing. Been playing a little bit of Final Fantasy 13, bunch of Super Castlevania 4. What else have I been playing? Some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade with my brother. And overall, just a little bit of everything. But I apologize, and I will be trying to get back on schedule. Maybe a new serious business episode coming up soon. Maybe a new top 10. I don't know. Maybe a collection tour. I don't know, but I'm gonna try to come back with a little bit more videos. So, like I said, I apologize for not doing Gaming Question of the Day recently. So forgive me. So okay, so I thought way to bring it back would be to start it again. So today's gaming question today is really not that much of a gaming question. It's more of just kind of a question for my nerdy, geeky, awesome other allies, and otaku, which kind of goes with the theme today. I am a huge fan of Japanese culture. Now, don't be like, ooh, you're just a poser. But I love manga and anime, which if you want to pronounce it other ways, you can. You can be like manga, but it's manga, and you can say anime, but it's anime. But okay, and for those of you who don't know, manga is Japanese comics. Very, very beautiful art style. Most of you have probably seen one of the most notorious anime is Dragon Ball Z. I know most of my friends seen Dragon Ball Z. It's one of my favorites. I love Dragon Ball Z. But there's a bunch of Naruto. I'm just naming off some popular ones you might have heard of. And manga is pretty much, it's just a comic. It doesn't really have much dialogue. It's more expressed through, it does have dialogue, but it's more expressed through, like, illustrations. And has a really exquisite art style. There's shoujo, which is female, based on, like, Sailor Moon and stuff. And then there's, like, shonen, which is, like, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, stuff like that. So I thought I would ask you guys, if you guys do like manga and anime, whatever, what your favorite anime, what your favorite manga is. I do have a very huge ton of my favorites, but I thought I would kind of just go through some and choose through those. So, yeah, like I was saying, I'm a huge fan of Japanese culture, not just because of anime and manga. I've always been a huge fan. And I probably will go to Japan after I graduate, maybe on mission trips for church or something. I don't know. But to go to Japan would be really cool. Japanese women are cool. Not like that, I'm just saying. I did have a pen pal in Japan. She was really awesome. And overall, I'm just a huge fan of the culture. And I do love anime and manga as well. So, yeah. So I thought I would go ahead and kind of go into this, kind of give you guys an answer. So this video is not really too long. And maybe I can get on maybe a collection tour or something. You guys can see I probably changed my shelves a little bit. I changed my handhelds to down there. Okay. So pretty much my favorite manga, I do have a ton because I prefer manga over anime. I know that sounds stupid, but I do like to read it more than I do to watch it. Although I do like to watch it as well. My favorite, if you guys have seen like my Twitter page, you might know this. Which nobody follows me on Twitter. Go follow me on Twitter. I'll leave links in the description. It's ShadowRaven-64. But my favorite manga, and I do like the anime as well. This is hard. I do like the Dragon Ball Z series a lot. It's by far my favorite. And it's by far my favorite anime. Right under Death Note. Death Note's really good too. But I would say I'm just gonna break away from from Dragon Ball Z because that would take over all my answers. So my favorite manga is actually Rurouni Kenshin, which means Wandering Kenshin, which is his name. Okay, I'm not gonna go through all the plot, so you guys might want to read it. But this is by far my favorite at the moment, and I've liked it. It's definitely one of my favorites of all time. It's a really cool story. It has such a exquisite art style and everything. I really like the art in it, and the story's really good. It's about the assassins and the Meiji era, which was back in the old days of Japan. And there was like a couple of assassins, and then Kenshin was one of them, and it was just cool how like all people that go to my school are like, man, is that a girl on the cover? But it's actually not. Kenshin is a guy, and the reason that the author, I forgot the author's name. Nah, whatever. The reason the illustrator and author did that is because back when that happened, people would actually mistake Kenshin, which that's really not his. There's really not the assassin's name, which was it's based on a true person. I'm not sure the true person's name. I'd actually forgotten it, but people mistaked him for a girl, the assassin for a girl because he was short and stuff. But that's really cool how they played that out. But overall, it's a really good story. It's definitely one of my favorites. I have tons and tons of favorites. Like I said, Dragon Ball Z is up there. Huge Death Note fan. Death Note's really good. I love so many I can barely name them. Naruto's really good. I was always a fan of Naruto as a kid. Full Metal Alchemist, really great series. Got a PS2 game right there. It's really fun. Excuse me. I do like this. Nobody really knows this series, but it's called Siren, P-S-Y-R-E-N. I was like the first person in my school to read it. Nobody had ever heard of it. Nobody still knows about it much. It's a really, really cool story. Very, very unknown where I'm from, anyways. And my books only has like the first 2 copies, and there's a couple of copies more than the first 2. So nobody really knows about it except me, and I really like the story. It was one of my favorites by far, like of all time. That was one. I do like the Legend of Zelda mangas; those are really great. I got 4 swords down there. I really, really love the entire manga. It wasn't my. It was. Most people are like, it's not really that good of a manga, but it's definitely one of my favorites. I have the most fun reading those, maybe because I'm a huge Zelda fan, but they're great. Most people don't really give them credit. They're really great. The Majora's Mask one was really great. Ocarina of Time ones, I haven't read the Ocarina of Time ones yet. I really need to get on that. I really like Phantom Hourglass. That one was really good. Both of the Oracles are really good. All of them are just really good. It follows the plot pretty well, and it's just really attention grabbing. It's really fun. Oh, Link to the Past is one of my favorites on the manga was. I could go through all of mine. I can't really choose favorites, but if I had to, I would say Rurouni Kenshin is by far my favorite. Under Dragon Ball Z. Death Note's one of my favorite mangas too. Naruto's up there. Full Metal Alchemist, heck yes. And overall, just really any. I'm a huge fan of all. Shoujo-wise, I'm gonna have to say Sailor Moon. I love Sailor Moon. I like Fruits Basket a lot. Fruits Basket's really good. Vampire Knight's pretty good. Until Death Do Us Part, that was a really cool shonen. Haven't read it all yet. One Piece. One Piece is really good. Bleach. Oh my gosh, how could I forget Bleach? Bleach is awesome. I could go through all of them, man. I could go through every manga and say that's my favorite. But like I said, I have a few, and I know this is really, really off topic about gaming question today, but it's been on my mind. Been writing a little bit, been drawing a little bit of manga as well. Took a break from it. Been reading a lot, watching a bunch of anime too. Watching some Dragon Ball Z again. Love the first season. But yeah, so I thought I would ask you guys. I know I have a couple of friends who love manga as much as I do, and some people who don't know it, and there's some people online who do know it as well. So I hope you guys will leave your favorites, anime and manga, down below, video response. And make sure, this is attention, this is very important. Whoa, I don't know what that was. Ooh, speed lines. But a really important little announcement here. I need you guys to leave your video responses, your comments, your Facebook posts, your tweets, your personal messages, and ask me questions. Ask like what is your favorite... what's your favorite video game soundtrack or something like that, and I will ask it on Gaming Question of the Day, and I will give you a shout out. So make sure you guys give me your questions, and so give me anything gaming related. Try to basic game related. If you don't, you can give me something like this, really nerdy and geeky, and we'll be able to do that. But try to give me some gaming related questions, and I will definitely shout you out, and I will be able to ask the question online. So make sure you do that. Intense finger. But make sure you guys do that. I really need some more questions. I'm kind of running out here. As you can see, I'm doing manga and anime now. Heck. But yeah, like you guys do that. Make sure you guys leave your video responses on your favorite manga and anime. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. And as always, God bless and happy gaming.